The 2016 DS E-Tense concept. Launched in 2009 as the premium division of Citroen, the DS brand became a standalone entity in 2014. The first separation took place in China, where the DS5 LS and DS6 WR were sold in distinct dealerships. With the facelift of the DS5 in 2015, the DS brand was also separated from Citroen in Europe. No longer sporting the Citroen badge, DS vehicles will soon become available in DS dealerships worldwide. Until then, DS is planning to launch more new models, one of which could be previewed by the E-Tense concept that was just confirmed for the 2016 Geneva Motor Show. While previous DS-badged vehicles were based on Citroen models and platforms, the E-Tense was conceived from a clean sheet, employing a design that blends the cues of a Grand Tourer with those of a modern sports car. And, unlike other models from the current DS lineup, it uses an electric drivetrain that cranks out more than 400 horsepower. DS didn't say whether the E-Tense is slated to spawn a production version in the future, but it could be a signal that the French brand is looking to enter the sports car market as well. We should find out more about that at the Geneva Motor Show next week, so make sure you stay tuned for details. Meanwhile, let's have a closer look at DS' most intriguing vehicle to date. Updated the 4th of March 2016, we added a series of new images taken during the car's official presentation at the 2016 Geneva Motor Show. Click the Pictures tab to check them out. Continue reading to learn more about the DS E-Tense concept. Exterior. Loosely based on the Divine concept showcased in 2015, the E-Tense features flowing lines and a sense of perpetual motion. It has the silhouette of a Grand Tourer, but DS sacrificed the elegance of GT-style vehicles in favor of a sportier appearance. And the result is downright fantastic. The jewel-like headlamps are complemented by thin daytime running lights that run all the way into the splitter. The front fascia is dominated by the large black grille with the DS badge, which is flanked by a pair of slender headlamps featuring the brand's latest LED vision technology. The jewel-like headlamps are complemented by thin daytime running lights that run all the way into the splitter. These are crafted to appear as if they are beaded stitches in a nod to the world of high fashion. Around back, the E-Tense also features slim and long taillights for a planted stance, but things get significantly more aggressive here thanks to the race-inspired diffuser and the Formula 1 style lamp under the license plate. Another motorsport-like feature is the lack of a rear windscreen. Instead, it has a vented hood-like element with integrated indicator lights, which are inspired by the original Citroen DS from 1955. Finally, the concept is finished in a custom metallic green ametrine color highlighted by carbon fiber inserts in the wheel arches, front hood, splitter, and rear diffuser. Interior. The E-Tense's interior is even wilder than the exterior. The cabin is packed with the finest materials, while the seats and dashboard are finished in a watchstrap-style design with green accents. The instrument cluster is entirely digital and displayed on a huge 12-inch screen. A 10-inch touchscreen mounted on the center stack and oriented toward the driver grants access to a state-of-the-art infotainment system. Other highlights include a digital rear-view mirror that receives images from a camera mounted at the rear of the car, and a clean cabin filtration system that continuously identifies, analyses and filters exterior pollutants in order to purify the air in the cabin. To highlight the E-Tense's luxurious characteristics even further, DS joined forces with French luxury brands for a number of interior features. First up is a helmet harness designed by Moynat. Unique to this car, the helmet is inspired by the Y-shaped straps used to secure spare tire in the trunk and consists of two main handles made of natural calfskin. It can be fastened securely to the driver's seat to enhance safety, but it can also be removed and carried as a bag. Pretty fancy, huh? Next in line is a one-off watch by BRM chronographers, which can be worn on the wrist or attached to the car's center console. Finally, there's an audio system made by Focal. The unit comes with 9 Focal Utopia high-fidelity speakers that will transform the interior of the E-Tense into an auditorium thanks to its highly sophisticated technology. Needless to say, DS put a lot of effort in this concept's interior, which is fancy and futuristic at the same time. DS says it took 800 hours to design, test and produce it, which says a lot about the craftsmanship behind the E-Tense's cabin. I've always been a fan of French designs, but there's one thing bothering me about the E-Tense's interior. The gray upholstery looks awfully similar to the cheap plastic most automakers put in their entry-level cars, and the green highlights aren't exactly inspired. I'm sure that the cabin would have looked far better in a different color combination, but who am I to complain? Drivetrain. The E-Tense is a zero-emission vehicle that uses an electric motor rated at 402 horsepower and 516 newton-meters, 381 pound-feet of torque. The motor gets its juice from lithium-ion batteries placed under the car's carbon chassis and enables the coupe to travel up to 360 kilometers on a single charge. DS had nothing to say about the E-Tense's performance, but given the carbon fiber tub and the lightweight construction, the sprint from 0 to 62 miles per hour should take less than 4 seconds. The E-Tense rides on independent, double wishbone suspension in the front and rear, and the wheels are wrapped in specially developed Michelin tires. More info should be unveiled at the Geneva Motor Show. Drivetrain specifications. Conclusion. Granted, the E-Tense is a spectacular concept, even for a brand owned by Citroen, which is known for its advanced show cars and daring designs. In many ways, the E-Tense is DS' less powerful answer to the Audi R8 e-tron. But, while the market would need a competitor for the R8 and DS would probably manage to squeeze more power and torque out of that motor thanks to its experience in Formula E, the E-Tense isn't very likely to see the light of day as a production model. Like many new companies, DS needs products like these to show off, and I'm afraid that the E-Tense will be nothing more than a show car. It's still pretty cool, though. Love its sporty, race-inspired design, luxurious interior and state-of-the-art technology, powerful electric drivetrain. Leave it. Not many details available as of now, not likely to become a production model.
If you liked this video, please share your thoughts in the comments below and don't forget to hit the subscribe button.